7 in the morning, on our way to our job site. Still dark out here. Starting our installation of our stone today with our address. When I get to the job site, we will review all the process of our installations today. Still too early. Friends and neighbors. Okay, we're on site now after all the long drive here. Luckily it's slowly becoming daytime now. So we arrived our stones. We got our stones yesterday, arrived on site. So it's a Permacon stone, man-made stone. It's coming with 3 different sizes. We have a medium size, we have a large size, and then we have our small size. Should be on the other side. You can see? Yeah. So just showing over here, we just got these guys yesterday. We're gonna start laying them out today. Then we're gonna go step by step. So this is our medium size, 2 different sizes, and then we got the small ones, and then we have the other large ones that we showed you guys. So we have 3 different sizes. It's from Permacon stone, man-made stone, and I believe it's a off-white color mixture of a little bit of beige, which is going to match our stucco. So today is going to be a busy day. Okay, we are starting our trims that we're going to be installing. Okay, Yanash, adresi göster. We have our address here. It's fine if you show it. We just got it picked up this morning. Okay, now we made a cut last week. Since we have our address over here, we're gonna install it today, patch it all up. We're gonna finish off the stucco trims up there, going along all the way there, sitting on the shingles, and then also we have it on the left side as well. So we have everything today. It's gonna be a very busy day today. We're gonna be installing our signs, we're gonna start our stone, and then we're installing our trims, and then also at the same time, if we have any time today, we are going to do our trims around the windows at the front as well. So we're gonna start off with these guys, kind of give it a precast look. That's the main goal over here. Let me show you guys the renders again. So the goal today is to start the stone from the sides going along to the back. We're gonna do the front elevation in the end. And then I have my guys starting to install our signs over here, along with our trims, which is continuing through the roof here, and then returning on the side about a foot. Now we will also, if we have time today, we're going to finish off our sides trims around the windows as well. We have the same trim on top of our window. Can you bring it closer? So we're gonna have this trim that's coming to right here. So this is about 8 inches width and 5 inches depth. This will continue to the top of the window, stopping on the bottom. We'll have the same one on the bottom as well, and then on the top we're gonna have our stucco band that we are installing on our porch over here as well. And then these limestones, we showed it in the video, they're still in production. We're applying a second coat in the manufacturer, and then we will most likely install them next Tuesday. Okay, so we finished our parging last week. We had 2 days of rain. We still gotta do another coat on top, and then we will find the exact color of our stamped concrete that we have to figure out. We still gotta power wash it and see what exactly the color is, and then we will match it to our parging. So we're gonna leave this for today because it was raining for 2 days. We couldn't get back to work, so now that we're back on a weekend, we're gonna pretty much just start focusing on the stone and the front elevation. These can be done in the end as well. So coming around to the back, So you see over there, we saw a mistake that we initially didn't like. So we had to repair it again and then recolor it again. So we still gotta sand it down. It's still a bit wet. And then we'll repaint with 2 coats again. So anything that I see that I don't typically like, I get my guys to redo it again. We just gotta make sure that the clients are 100% happy and making sure that we are first happy so that our clients can be happy as well. Okay, any mistakes we see, it's gotta be done. Simple as that. So, as I mentioned to you guys the other day, we had a foundation over here. It was supposed to be stone, but client really didn't want to go that way because the stone and our stamp didn't really match that well. So we decided to parge it. So we had to build it out with our insulation about 4 inches and then leave about a gap over here, because if I flush it with my concrete foundation for initially it was for stone, it would have flushed with our stamped concrete. So we didn't want to do that. We kind of wanted to separate the two. Now let's go down here. It's the same scenario over here, okay? Just making sure that it was not flush with our stamped concrete. That's why we still have about 1/2 inch on our concrete foundations. Scenario over here, we still need to touch it up a few spots. Like you can see all these marks over here. These are because we initially found that foundation wall was not smooth enough, and we've seen some unleveled surfaces. So we had to do 2 coats over here so that we can fill it up. And then once it's dried, we'll do 1 more coat on. Everything is smooth, and we apply our final color on. So the goal today is to start our stone from that corner, following along to this side here, going towards the back. I got my guy up there right now. It's the panel that I showed you guys earlier. It's going to be flushed with our surface that we had initially installed last week. And then I'm going to have my guy install it, patch it up, and then fix some minor areas, do a second coat at the front, as we already did all over on the other surfaces. We just have the front remaining. We did confirm our final location of our lights, so we are good to go. So we're gonna get it ready. Any questions, just leave it down in the comments below, and then hopefully I can get my team to respond to that quickly as possible. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. So let's go ahead. We're just checking. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, perfect. Just throw in a mesh over there in the joint, and then we'll fix it up and get it ready. So we have the boys on site now with the roofing here. We are starting our J-trims first. It's going to be a commercial brown color. And then once we have installed our J-trims, we're going to start our soffit and our fascia. So now we're figuring out whether we want to go the corners 45 or straight. And then let's go to the back. They already started with the soffit and the J-trims. I got my boy Tyson right there. Tyson, you're gonna be on YouTube, man. You want me to blur your face or what? Yeah. You don't mind? Okay. So you can see that we've done our J-trims there, up in there. And then we have our ventilated soffits that is tucking into the J-trim, and then we are screwing it to our 2x6. And then we have our fascia boards that we're gonna install shortly that will tuck in and hide all of this. Tyson, you wanna show us a sample? So just to give you guys an idea of how the finishing is going to be. Just show me an example, you don't have to screw it. And then tuck it right to that corner right there. So that's the goal that we are aiming to, okay? All right, thank you, Tyson. And then once that's installed, we're gonna have our gutter, and then we will have our downspouts going as well. We'll get to that point probably next week. So what are they doing here? So with all the pieces here, 4 pieces together, they are cutting it at every 1 foot, and then it becomes a 4-piece of 1 foot individual pieces. And then, like I said, as you can see, these are all ventilated. These are all breathable, so any moisture or heat that's flowing around the attic in the roof, this allows it to breathe. So you want to make sure that you're using a breathable soffit. Okay. And then I got my boy up there. He's installing a few pieces up there. Dean, say hello to YouTube. What are we doing now? We're pretty much taking the stones to the back because we barely had space over here. We're just gonna lay our stones here and get everything ready. Our mortar spot, just get everything ready because we're limited with space. So I'm just getting my guy to do the vapor retarder over there. What we're planning to do is I will clean up all the surface on the foundation here, and then he's gonna loop in to underneath the Tyvek, staple it just like that, and then we're gonna set our stone on our vapor retarder here. So this is another important factor as well. I gotta measure. I got 1/7, and then I have a 4-inch. Okay, these are all 4. Then I believe we have another 7 here. So 3 different sizes. We have a 7, 4, and then we have the bigger pieces here. This is also 7, and then we have our bigger piece, which is 11.5. Which is 11.5 right here. Just making sure we're checking it before we start laying it. We just gotta make sure that, we avoid too much cutting. So, and then we have a 11.5. Okay, so we have 3 different sizes. We got 7, 4, and 11.5. Now what I'm gonna do is I will simply just measure from here. I have 17.5. 17. We could do 7 and 4s, or we could do 1 full piece in the corner here. We could go 11.5. 11.5, and then we are left over with 6.5. So we'll figure it out. Now simply coming over here. Okay. That's too much of a joint. I put a lot of mortar. Just maybe take out a few. Okay. So right there. I'm gonna check again, 1 inch. Just gotta go back a little bit. That's 1 inch. 1 inch right there. The first layer is obviously very important. Just gotta make sure that everything is leveled right there. And then you want to check this side also. So I might have to bring this slightly to the back. Let's see. Okay, that's perfect. Checking in. All right. It's perfect. So what I'm doing is simply checking to see we have an airspace of 1 inch from the back, and then considering that it's 4.5 from the ending of our stone. That's good right there. 1 inch. 1 inch. And then now what I gotta do is simply check to see if it's in level. Good there. Yeah, but so we're pretty finished up our stones here on the side. What I'm simply doing is, with all these grouts here, since our mortars have been kind of dried up here, just slightly touching up here. It's still slightly wet. It's still slightly wet. So what I'm gonna do is when I come tomorrow, certain areas I still have to do a little bit of mortar filling here. And then I will be done on now. So I don't want to touch it too much, and then it's gonna make a lot of mess on our stone. So I will continue. So this side is already done. What I'm simply doing is just going over it. Certain areas are already have enough mortar, but when I come back tomorrow, I will touch up a few spots because it's still wet. And then we can do a little bit of wire brush as well. Okay, we come to an end today. I have my guys finishing up with the soffit over here. I still gotta do the fascias. Over here looks beautiful. We've completed the soffits, the ventilated soffits, our J-trims, our fascia boards, along with here. This section just needs gutters and downspouts, which will happen next week. Coming along to the back. Same scenario here. Just making sure everything looks good. I do want to recheck all the corners and all the J-trims, making sure everything is nice and clean and straight. Looks pretty good. I think they're working on the other side. Still working on here. Up there is done. Dina's gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I didn't get... When you guys leave, just close the gate, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave in a bit.
Okay.
Our stone is all done here. We came to here until We're gonna continue that side on Monday. We got our just making sure that our corners are all straight. Okay. And then we'll hit all our stucco trims. Our address is all done. Just one more touch-ups that we have to do. And then Monday, I believe we are ready to wrap up this column over here. So we come to an end today. Just make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below if you have. And we'll see you on the next one.